Hello, everybody. I was asked to talk about problem 1 on the homework 3. So let me see what I can do. Now, I'll bring this in for a second. It doesn't want to come in. This is, as you remember, the design for this particular classic models database. Now, the first question was, for each vendor and each product in the products table, print the number of orders and the quantity ordered. So that requires a select, of course, and we have to decide what we want to select. So what I do is I write my SQL in in Word and copy it. That way I don't have as much trouble with typing things wrong. Now, let's see, is this the one I want or is it another? All right, here's number 1. I am selecting the product vendor and the product name. That was what was requested. Count says how many I want. I want to add together all the numbers, however many order numbers I have. I'm not summing the numbers in there. I'm just counting them. How many do I have? And the orders section there is just an alias. Now with sum, for each of those order numbers, there's a quantity that was ordered. I want to sum all those quantities, and I'm going to call that quantity. What I'm doing is saying, for each of the vendors I have, look at the products they sell. How many orders did we get for that product? And how many are they ordering? So I'll know if that company is doing well, that vendor, or maybe they get no orders and I should worry about advertising them or something. Now, that's what I'm selecting. The next thing I have to do is say where it's from. Normally, I have just one database, products. And for convenience sake, I call that T1. Now I'm connecting it to order details. The product vendor and the product name are both in products. The order number and the quantity ordered are both in order details. I'm calling them T1 and T2. Now I have to tell you how they're connected. The product code in T1 equals the product code in T2. Now that would be enough. I'd get a huge list. But I want to group by the product vendor. So let's see what we get now when we try this. I'm going to copy this. So let's try that again. My hand is not steady. All right, now I should be able to do it. There it is. There's going to be one mistake in it, but that's okay. We'll get that taken care of. Control V. My problem is, no, I'm going to have to redo it here. There shouldn't be. All right. There should be a semicolon here and not what's there. So let me try that again. Control C. Back here. I'm just going to close this out. And now let's try a Control V. And you have an error. It says that, all right, My problem is I have to get rid of all these fancy things here. This has to be removed. I have to go down here and remove that. I have to remove that. I have to remove that. It's a pain, but we'll get it there. It really is convenient, though, to type your request, your query, in Word and copy it over. What I did here, the problem is I copied it from SQL rather than creating it myself. So let's try once more. Go back here, Control V, and there's the answer. Now, once again, look at what I have. I connect up these two files. The product vendor and the product name is here. The order number and the quantity ordered is in this database. They are connected because the product code equals the product code. Now, I tell you I want the product vendor and the product name. I want you to count the number of orders we got for that and add up all the quantities in all of those orders. That's what makes that work. And you'll notice I have for each of the product vendors their particular product name, pardon me, and they had a lot of orders, all of them, and the quantity they had. Now, I hope that helps you. Have a happy Easter, and we hope that someday we'll be back in school. Bye now.